Hi, my name is Rory and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Sam and I'm a senior.
And welcome back to the
Proud Podcast.
Sam, bro. So today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about mental health.
And, just having a healthy mindset.
How do you guys keep yourself from being negative?
Okay, so first, usually when I have any obsessive negative thoughts and stuff like that, usually I'll do stuff like journal as an outlet. And also, a lot of people fail to actually reach out to their support system, like friends, a significant other, parents, family. Not that family is always an option, but just stuff like that, people in your life who care about you. So I definitely also try to reach out to my support system, because people who care about you, usually you can reach out to them more than you realize you can. So
I agree. I really do rely on my support system. So my friends, my partner, family members, like my aunt, she's the biggest crutch for me whenever I'm going through something super hard, or I'm having negative thoughts about whether I'm going to do well on the test, or if I'm going to pass my civics literacy exam. Having crazy thoughts about that. But another thing I do is I draw. So if I don't write much. So instead of actually trying to find the words, I'll just draw whatever it is I'm feeling, and it helps a lot. And I feel like some people think that you can't really draw unless you're good at it. You can draw whenever you need to. It's just a way to get those feelings out, Yeah.
What things help you persevere even after failing?
Okay. So usually to persevere after failing, usually if I'm really disappointed in myself, running it back to the support system again and stuff like that, usually my family can really help me take it out, take myself out of a negative thought process after failing. Because sometimes the kind of mind I have, I'll be like, oh my god, you already failed, you might not be able to actually succeed and do that again, maybe you shouldn't even try. But my focus is usually trying to go back to my support system and talk to them, because they can usually convince me to get out of that bad mindset and stuff like that. And usually the best thing you can do is, even if you feel like you can't try again, you just have to force yourself to try again, even if it's over and over and over again. Because even then, at least you can be proud of the consistency.
Yeah.
And at least since you tried. Because if you never tried,
right, you're never gonna know. I completely agree. My teacher, Mr. Denny, he literally says if you fail, just fail better the next time. And I literally just think about that every time. I'm okay, so I know what not to do next time, and I just focus on that. Instead of focusing on what I did wrong, I'm just gonna do it better. Because even if you don't
succeed, you can still at least try to do better.
Right, exactly.
What external things help to keep you in a good mental state?
Alright, so for material objects, I definitely say books and stuff like that. I'm not a crazy reader, but I at least read a few books a year, you know what I mean? I was in the den one time and I heard this girl say she read 5 books a day. She got that book award thingy with Miss LaChance. Yeah. Maybe not that, but a few books a year and stuff like that. Yeah. And on top of that, I have a few friends and stuff like that who read the same type of books, so then we can discuss it and stuff like that. I have people around me in my support system who have the same interests and stuff like that, so that's nice.
That is nice.
Watching movies and stuff like that, like I said before, journaling and stuff. Going on dates with my boyfriend, going out with my friends, I love going to the beach. I love going to the beach. It's literally a coping mechanism. It's the best place.
I agree. I usually do places, so if I'm if it's I'm in such a down mood that talking to me is not going to help, it's just going to make it worse, I literally go get boba, or I'll go to a ramen spot.
You just go nonverbal.
I literally won't talk until I get the food. I just will stay silent. But I have other things too. I have soccer. I love playing soccer. I used to play travel. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like moving. I like going places, and I literally treat my hobbies kind of a task list on a game. So once I finish one for the day, I cross it off and go to the next one.
Oh, that's cool. So you have order in it too.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can cope by having order with the stuff you have to do.
And I like being organized because it helps me think straight and figure out what I need to do next.
Yeah, that's nice.
Do you believe in the saying that you can't love anyone until you love yourself?
I definitely believe in the phrase that if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody properly. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you love your partner and you think you're loving them properly and stuff like that, if you don't love yourself enough and you're too insecure, you will inevitably end up taking it out on them in the long run and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they love you so much, and they genuinely think you're the right person for them. Right. And then when they're just trying to be in a healthy relationship with you, all they hear deserve you, I don't deserve you, I don't deserve you, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve this. And at some point, even though they don't want you to feel that way, if you're not budging and they can't convince you of it, they'll get tired. And it doesn't mean they don't love you, but it's exhausting. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, to love somebody properly, you have to be confident. You have to love yourself. You have to believe that you deserve the relationship.
I completely agree.
And also, if you don't love yourself and you're not confident in yourself, you'll also get too intimidated by other people. You'll develop a bad jealousy issue. And then when they're just trying to have normal friends and other bonds, because at the end of the day, the relationship is an important part of your life, but you also have to have other bonds, platonic bonds. You know, even some super insecure people don't even like them going off with their family sometimes. Like, the jealousy can seem bad. So, you know, you have to let them branch out and go live their life with other people too. And if you're too insecure in yourself, you can't do that.
I completely agree. I never used to be a believer in this term because I felt like you can love anybody even if you don't love yourself.
Because you can love them still, but you can't love them healthily.
I was going to say, you can't do it properly.
Yeah.
I was in a situation like that. I had a previous ex. Because I was not too happy with myself at the time. So anytime he told me I was pretty or that I was smart or that he was going to do this for me, I couldn't believe it. And I didn't really see like how that was affecting him.
It makes you self-sabotage too, the relationship with yourself.
And anytime he like, you know, would talk about anybody else, I wouldn't say it to him, but I just secretly think, oh, he'd want that person more than he'd want me.
And then you build up animosity for people you don't even know.
Exactly. And it's like, it just builds resentment and hatred that you really just don't need, and it's so exhausting.
And you take it out on them when all they're trying to do is love you.
Exactly.
So.
Guys, follow me. I have 26 friends on Facebook. Oh wait.
On Facebook?
You know how y'all have to do like.
Did you ask for a girlfriend on there?
Yes.
Which I don't know why you did that.
Because we're not together anymore. We're done. Fuck up. Hey guys, I have to fart. I farted.
How are you not killing it? How long have you guys been in your relationships?
Alright, so for me, we started going on dates around like September, and then since then, throughout the school year, we've like flourished and, you know, made it official and stuff like that around March. So.
For me, we've been together since like sophomore year. And low-key, if you can honestly argue that we were together before then, we were just not addressing it. But
That's cute.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
How do you help your partner to be the best version of themselves?
Okay, so how I hope for my partner to be the best version of himself is definitely, although I want him to focus on our relationship too and still make it like a priority and a value, at the end of the day, I think to be the best version of himself and stuff like that, he definitely has to still focus on school, focus on his success. He has to focus on still making time for other people, his family, and at the end of the day, he still has to take care of himself. You know what I mean? I've noticed a lot of couples, like, kind of like toxic ones too, they'll be like, why'd you fall asleep? I'm so mad at you for falling asleep. And it's like, you don't want them to sleep? Like, do you want them to be sleeping?
It'll be like it'll be like 11 o'clock at night too. I'm just like, why are you asleep right now?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like, make time to talk to me, but also make time to eat and sleep and focus on yourself and your studies. And especially with our age group, we're so young.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, take our relationship seriously no matter how young we are, and like, you know, make our relationship a priority, but we're also so young, you have to take care of yourself too. So that's definitely my take on it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that actually. You do need to take care of yourself in a relationship, because if you don't, the relationship will fall apart. You both need to be on the same page. So
Physically and mentally.
Physically and mentally, yeah. If one of you is not on the same page, there's going to be some like unbalance. I think that's the word.
On top of that, to be the best version of themselves, like my boyfriend and stuff like that, we always make sure to communicate properly and stuff like that. So it's like if he doesn't communicate and say how he feels and he bottles stuff up, then he's not going to be the best version of himself. Stuff is going to eat at him and stuff like that. So just with anything that ever happens with him in general or our relationship, we always communicate very properly, and it pushes ourselves to be good.
The only thing I would add is for my partner, I support her like wholeheartedly, like with whatever she does.
But you gotta put their well-being and their best interest above the relationship, especially with our age.
Yeah, she's really into pottery making right now, so I bought her like a pottery kit for her birthday. I'm just making sure that I'm super supportive and always there to like support her endeavors. And she wanted to get into cooking, but it didn't happen. But you know, I was there for her. I supported her. I made sure like she had all the stuff she needed. She asked me to go shopping with her to pick out the ingredients because she didn't know like what. She didn't know what to buy.
That's really cute.
So I just helped her out with that. But yeah, I would definitely say just make sure, you know, they take care of themselves. Make sure they remember that they're also a person. The relationship is important, but it's not the whole, you know, it's not the whole circle. It's only part of it. And you need to have like those other parts well taken
Because you still have to be your own individual self.
Exactly.
Like you can't be your relationship.
Exactly. You can't get sucked into it. Because at the end of the day, you are your own person. Your partner is their own person. If the relationship is all you guys focus on and all that you put your energy into, you know, where do you start?
You thrive together best by being the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
How do you balance your own mental health versus your personal relationships?
Alright, so balancing my mental health with my relationship and stuff like that, definitely at the end of the day, like I said before, circling back to making time for them as well as yourself, I always make sure to make time for myself, not just with the necessities like eating, showering, sleep and all that stuff. Also like for hobbies, to sit down and watch a movie, no distractions, no phone, read my book, just going non-verbal for a bit, like, you know, just not wanting to talk. At the same time though, to balance the relationship, I always make sure to healthily like communicate that with him. If I'm not going to be talking for a while, or I'm upset about something and I need time to myself, I'll say, hey, I've done nothing wrong, but I am gonna sit back for a little bit because I'm really upset about XYZ. You know what I mean? So that's definitely how I balance it and stuff like that. And also, again, reaching out to your support system. Also, I don't always want to put all of it on him, even though, you know, he's like my best friend and, you know, we will communicate like issues we both have, not like just like the relationship, but like not just what happens between us, but also like, you know, anything that happens in our lives that like mentally affects us, stresses us, you know, school, going off to college, all that stuff. But, you know, I also make sure to reach out to my friends, my family, the whole support system, you know, making sure I'm well supported, making sure I take time to myself, but also communicating to him when I want to take that time for myself so he knows he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, I think space is like a very important part of maintaining your personal relationships.
Yeah.
Because you can't be stuck with the same person all the time. Eventually, you are going to need a break.
Oh yeah, distance is essential.
Yeah.
Because, you know, absence makes the like heart grow fonder.
It does. It does.
So if you see them all the time, there's no chance to miss them.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, where's the like speciality?
Exactly. I go the nonverbal part you were talking about. When I go nonverbal, it's literally like instant because I have autism spectrum disorder. Yeah, so it can happen like that, and I just can't speak. So for us to communicate it, if I'm not on my phone or if she's right next to me and I can't text her, we came up with like little signs or like hand signals so that we can make for each other. That way we can still communicate while I am not.
That's really nice.
But yeah, I would just say, you know, make sure communication's a very big part of it, and communicating when you need some time for yourself, because making time for yourself is very important.
Yeah, because it's not only about like preserving the relationship and stuff like that. You have to make sure you're okay too.
Exactly, and that goes even into making sure the relationship goes further. Because if you don't care for yourself again, it's not.
It kind of circles back to love yourself, to love somebody properly.
I agree.
Alright, so thank you for watching the podcast today. The socials are down below. Again, reach out to any resources if you're ever having trouble with any of the following topics we talked about.
Yeah, like for example, you know, you have the suicide hotline number on the back of your IDs, and you can also call the mental health hotline, even if you're not having those thoughts, but you're just feeling really, you need some help or some assurance, and you don't have that support system that we talked about earlier in the video. Always call the mental health hotline. There's always somebody to talk to you, and you can even text them, and they'll text you back if you don't feel like calling. So
yeah, thanks for watching.
Hey Facebook, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for a video next week. And if you guys like our post, then you know where to. You have my Facebook account. Just slide in the DMs. Catch you in the streets.